Good morning and welcome to the Blend Extra. Today is Friday, January 30th, and I'm Alyssa Kelly. Now, coming up on today's show, we have meal deliveries, candy messages, and retirement planning trends. So again, let's just jump straight into things. When the cold makes even a quick grocery run feel like a chore, one Madison-based meal service is offering a warm alternative, bringing chef-made meals straight to your front door. Reporter Shayna Najawan has the story.
It's convenience, it's awesome.
Before there were delivery routes and weekly menus, Chef Matthew Lovely says the idea started during COVID, while he was working long hours and trying to help wherever he could.
I was working at Trek Bicycle during COVID times, and we started this we didn't know how many people were coming in essential worker-wise, so we would pack up meals and basically heat them and serve them.
At the same time, customers started asking to take those meals home, and the idea stuck.
I'm a busy chef. The wife was managing at the time too, so we were both kind of ships in the night, and it was really nice to come home as a chef and not think about food for a half a second.
That need for something easy, nourishing, and already done became Lovely's take-home chef.
We change our meals every week, so 5 to 6 meals every week. We focus on vegetarian, gluten-free.
The meals are built around ingredients from local farms, something Lovely says the Madison community does especially well.
Within 100 miles of us, there's at least 100 farms. So if you're not taking advantage of that, you get these, Cattail Farms carrots. It's like the best carrot you've ever eaten. You don't need to salt it. You don't need to do a lot of it, and it's full of nutrients.
On delivery days, with the help of his wife, Kristen, that food is packed up, loaded into the car, and dropped at homes across Dane County, even during Wisconsin winters.
I think our number one, our target market audience is busy families. There's no tipping. There's no delivery charge. It's nutritious food. It's hot and ready when you want it.
Some kids at YMCA in Iowa got a fun and tasty lesson this week. They rode stationary bikes to make smoothies. First, the children added ingredients like fruit, juice, honey, and yogurt to a blender. Then they connected the blender to the bike and started pedaling. The pedaling made the blades of the blender spin to combine the ingredients. Many of the kids rated the activity 5 stars.
It's a good example, I think, for the kids to see people in the community work together, and it also gets them experience to meet different people in our community, become familiar with other companies, even though they're with us all the time, so that's pretty fun.
It's sour.
Sour?
It tastes, I taste the orange juice and a lot of berry flavor. You can just taste strawberries and mostly orange juice the whole time.
How many stars would you give them? 1, 5, 3?
5.
5 stars?
1,000.
And this year, the iconic Valentine's Day candy Spangler Sweethearts is acknowledging the realities of the current economy. They are adding some relatable sayings to its conversation hearts. Among those new sayings are share login, split rent, cook for 2, and carpool. Now, don't worry if you're a fan of the classics like Cutie Pie and Marry Me. The company says you will still find those sayings in the boxes and bags of sweethearts at retailers nationwide. Now, coming up next, we'll talk about retirement planning trends with Klaas Financial, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
In this game, there are moments when every dribble counts and a single shot can seal a legacy. Catch all the best plays on State Line Slam Friday nights.
From waiting for the bus to waiting for roads to be cleared, when the bitter cold bites harder than ever. From a normal winter day to downright scary, you'll always know what's next with First Alert Weather. Days ahead of the storms, get a clear and concise forecast.
Want to alert you to a First Alert Action Day, and that will play out all day long.
Streaming on every platform, no matter where you are. Stay connected so you can stay prepared with First Alert Weather.
Every first matters. That first alarm, your first cup of coffee.
And that first look of what the day can bring.
And WIFR is right here with you.
With your first alert when weather could impact your day.
A First Alert Action Day for the potential of strong, severe storms.
With stories that matter most.
And your first look at what's ahead.
We have an update on breaking news from last night.
Wherever you stream WIFR, we help you start your day prepared.
Every first, every day. Tune to WIFR this morning.
At Gray Digital Media, we craft engaging campaigns that grab attention and get results. Extending your message across all platforms. Gray Digital Media. We know local. GDMRockford.com.
It's more than just a game. With State Line Slam Play of the Week, you decide who gets the spotlight. Every Sunday night, we'll show you the week's most electrifying high school basketball plays. Then go to WIFR.com/Play of the Week to vote on who you think should be number one. And watch during WIFR News at 5 on Wednesdays to see who came out on top. State Line Slam Play of the Week. Sponsored by Holcomb Bank.
All right, thanks for sticking with us. Welcome back to the Blend Extra. We are joined by Alyssa Tom, CFP from Klaas Financial. Alyssa, thank you so much for joining us today. Similar name, I
know, great name.
Nice to meet you. So today, obviously, we are talking about retirement plans.
Yeah.
So to jump straight into things, I kind of want to know how those retirement plans are just kind of continuing to evolve.
Right, thank you for having me here, and I'm happy to talk about the 401k adjustments that we've seen lately. Newer plans and even older plans are adjusting to include auto escalation and auto enrollment features, meaning that if you're new to a company, maybe you're young, maybe you're not, the companies are starting to auto enroll people to encourage them to save for retirement. And year over year, with an auto escalation feature, your contributions are increasing maybe 1% each year to kind of get you to that target 10 to 15% that between employer and employee contributions, professionals suggest that you're saving for retirement.
Right, yeah, and I like how you bring that up because, me and my boyfriend actually were just talking about, looking into the 401k. So what would you say is like the best starting point? Like what age would you say?
The earlier the better.
Okay.
That is the best answer because the earlier you start, the more flexibility you give yourself over a long period of time and the more time you have for your funds to continue to compound and grow. I do understand that when you're starting out, maybe we don't have 10 to 15% of our own income to contribute to retirement savings, but even if you can start out at 3, 4, 5%, get your employer match if it's offered, and continue to work to get to a place where you can creep that up to that 10 to 15, then I think people will be in a great spot. It's not something that has to be all or nothing. You don't have to max out your 401k plan to be successful, but it's a good goal to have down the road.
Yeah, and what about the need for trained financial advisors?
The more complex that retirement planning is, the more necessary it is to have a fine-tuned, personalized plan for you. And we are seeing we're seeing an uptick of 401k millionaires, which tells me that not only are we seeing an uptick of 401k millionaires, we're seeing average balances increase over time. So for example, Fidelity reported at the end of 2025, there's now within Fidelity's platform over 654,000 401k millionaires, which is up over 100,000 from the end of 2024. So that's exciting to me. That tells me that people are staying committed and they're focused on their retirement planning and taking it seriously.
Right, yeah, and that is something, that's always in the back of my mind because I feel like it can often go at my younger age, specifically young adults, it can go unnoticed and kind of forgotten about. Is that very typical?
It is, and it's not something, I don't think people should beat themselves up if they feel like they didn't start as early as they should. I think it's really important to give yourself grace, assess where you're at, and try to make steps that can get you to where you need to be. And with the help of a professional, they can help assess whether you're on track or help guide you in the right direction. Another exciting trend in retirement planning right now is we are seeing more women 401k millionaires, and we're also seeing around a 15-year mark of savings. We're seeing more on par as far as balance by savings at that point in time. So we're still outnumbered 2 to 1, so we have some work to do, but we're making the right steps and employers are being supportive where they can, and that tells me that there's more focus for women retirees, because it was reported at the end of 2025 only 18% of women feel confident toward retirement. So that's also where having an advisor comes in, because even just having a confidence boost in that direction can really get you set up well.
Right. So how about at Klaas Financial? How do you guys, give your clients or per se, that confident boost?
It's a really good question. Yeah. So we always, when we meet with people initially, a lot of it is just information gathering. Okay. We help assess whether it always starts with what your goals are. We want to turn goals into dreams. How do we get there, and how do we make that happen? And where are you at now? Are you on track? Are you actually doing better than you think you are? Or maybe there's a few small tweaks we can help you make that over time make a big difference, because of those 401k millionaires I referenced before, majority of them, their commonality is that a majority of those investors were invested for 25 years or more.
Interesting. Okay. And what about stable value funds?
Yeah, so
And
stable.
So, excuse me, sorry.
No.
And kind of the benefits they offer.
Yes, so that in the investment management side, we're seeing a lot of interest rate changes over the last few years. For a long time, we sat at no inflation. We've seen a change in that recently. So it's important to consider fixed income investments in your portfolio when coming into retirement planning. It's really important to consider that with retirement dollars, we're not looking for, you don't want to be overly risky with that. The long-term planning focus is really what gets you there. Like I said, 25 years plus. So having an advisor and having an investment manager that can help guide your fixed income part of your investments is just as important as having somebody to help with a stock. So it's also important to consider that with retirement planning, there's so much more that goes into it, like using HSAs and health savings accounts and strategizing for tax planning, because you can save for retirement and be on track with your annual savings goal, but are you saving in the way that's most efficient for your long-term tax needs? It's not always, like they always say, it's not what you make, it's what you save, but it's also what do you get to keep of what you save, right? Because we still have to pay tax on some of this money later on, right? So.
Yeah, and I feel like, maybe for some who are out there, let's say who do get help, for their retirement plan, I feel like a lot of that information could probably, kind of be overwhelming at the time. So what are some of the keys, that you would offer to your clients and say, this is your best bet at long-term success?
Yeah, it really is just starting out with, my biggest thing is how much do you plan to save? How much do you plan to spend in retirement? And that helps you back into how much you need to save. For some people, $1 million is not enough. For some people, $300,000 is. It really depends on your lifestyle. So I don't like blanketed advice and I don't like blanketed approaches in retirement planning, because I think it can really discourage people or make them think they need to work longer than they do. And that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to help people have an enjoyable retirement that they're happy with and get to a place where they feel comfortable.
Right, yeah. Excited for that day of retirement.
I know,
right?
counting it down.
So, someone like me, maybe how can I make the most, of 2026?
That's a really good question. So 401k max contributions, maybe not for you, but as of right now, the absolute max somebody can contribute to their 401k in the ages of 60 to 63 is $35,750. There's catch-up contributions for different age ranges once you turn 52. Before that, again, you don't have to be maxing out your retirement contributions to be successful, but really assessing, and I'm not saying don't enjoy your life now, but find what amount you're comfortable saving, and ideally work with an advisor and get advice on the best place to save. Typically 401k, again with employer match, don't leave money on the table. And aside from that, if you're continuing to save and you have an emergency fund reserve, there's other options like Roth IRAs too. So.
Right. And you can work with an advisor at some place like Klaas Financial. So that is all the time we have, Alyssa. So thank you so much for coming on this show. And again, if you would like to learn more about Klaas Financial, they are located at 4707 Prairie Ridge Lane in Loves Park. And now you can also call that number on your screen, which is 815-877-8440, or you can just go to klaasfinancial.com. Now, coming up next, we'll take a behind-the-scenes look at some of the magic coming to Rockford this weekend.
In this game, there are moments when every dribble counts, and a single shot can seal a legacy. Catch all the best plays on State Line Slam Friday nights.
From waiting for the bus to waiting for roads to be cleared. When the bitter cold bites harder than ever. From a normal winter day to downright scary, you'll always know what's next with First Alert Weather. Days ahead of the storms, get a clear and concise forecast.
Want to alert you to a First Alert Action Day, and that will play out all day long.
Streaming on every platform, no matter where you are. Stay connected so you can stay prepared with First Alert Weather.
Every first matters. That first alarm, your first cup of coffee.
And that first look of what the day can bring.
And WIFR is right here with you.
With your first alert when weather could impact your day.
A First Alert Action Day for the potential of strong severe storms.
With stories that matter most.
And your first look at what's ahead.
We have an update on breaking news from last night.
Wherever you stream WIFR, we help you start your day prepared.
Every first, every day. Tune to WIFR this morning.
At Gray Digital Media, we craft engaging campaigns that grab attention and get results. Extending your message across all platforms. Gray Digital Media. We know local. GDMRockford.com.
It's more than just a game. With State Line Slam Play of the Week, you decide who gets the spotlight. Every Sunday night, we'll show you the week's most electrifying high school basketball plays. Then go to WIFR.com/play of the week to vote on who you think should be number one. And watch during WIFR News at 5 on Wednesdays to see who came out on top. State Line Slam Play of the Week. Sponsored by Holcomb Bank.
All right, something I'm excited for. Disney on Ice is back at the BMO Center tonight and throughout the weekend. WIFR's Maggie Polstein got a chance to go behind the scenes to see what's in store for the show.
We are here at Disney on Ice. We have been all morning long, and it is a Disney magic-filled morning. So much fun. We got Sophia here with us, one of the performers. Thank you so much for waking up early.
Thank you for having me.
And for making it out. So for you as a performer in the show, what is one of your favorite things about being in it?
I would say my favorite thing would just be seeing the joy and the excitement on the audience face and being able to bring a little light to their day.
Seriously, I can only imagine what it's like being able to look out, because you really can see the audience from the ice, and seeing just how excited the kids are getting and the parents and how wowed they are. This show specifically focusing on Frozen in one half, Encanto in the other. Anything else about the storyline that people need to know if they don't know those two stories?
Yeah, so within both stories, it's really, they're both telling stories of magic and family and the importance of having family and having connection, and I think it's really special that we get to share that with the audience every week.
Especially since so many families come to the show.
Yeah.
Like, it's a perfect way to celebrate all things Disney in winter, and like you mentioned, family and love.
Yeah.
As people are coming in, what are some of the things they can expect? I hear there's obviously ice skating, but so much more than that.
Yeah, so one of my favorite parts of the show would be Isabella and Mirabelle's What Else Can I Do routine. So in that routine, not only are they performing amazing tricks on the ice, but there's also an aerial portion. So they'll be doing all sorts of amazing tricks in the air as well.
So there's tricks in the air, and also people are probably wondering, why is there a giant globe behind us? What is this for?
So this is Luisa's globe from Surface Pressure. So you'll see her and Mirabelle on the ice. She'll be twirling this globe and doing all sorts of fun tricks. And there's also some dancing donkeys in that number as well.
Donkeys.
Yes.
I gotta see the dancing donkeys,
It's
but
great.
we will show you guys. You gotta come to Disney on Ice to see the dancing donkeys. We will show you how this globe works though, if we wanna have a demonstration.
Yeah, of course.
It's pretty incredible how you guys are able to do things like this. I was like, we'll get out of the way so that way you guys can fully see what this looks like. Because, oh my gosh, I don't know how you do this. It is amazing. This is the kind of awe and wonder though that you get at Disney on Ice. I mean, you're seeing these things up close and personal. You never get these opportunities a lot of the times, especially, oh, there it is. That is, we're holding the whole world on your shoulders. Thank you so much. It is just so great to see. All these tricks, all the fun that is Disney, you gotta come and check it out in person right here at the BMO Center. They got shows throughout the entire weekend. Tickets are available online. The BMO Center's website. You can also stop by the box office in person. And there's a lot of show times. So if you got little kids, you can come in the afternoon. If you wanna make it, I don't know, like a date night, that's a great option. Who doesn't wanna go and see a really cool show on a Saturday night? Got tickets available for them too. As people are coming out, what is the one thing they need to know before they come to Disney on Ice? Do I need to be like full head to toe? Do I need Mickey ears? Like, what is your recommendation?
Well, you don't have to dress up.
Okay, you don't have to.
Lots of people do, and I think that just makes it 10 times more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really great atmosphere, and thank you guys once again for being here with us and showing off just a little bit of Disney on Ice. You're gonna kind of want to see the magic, and I think maybe I can get some light up mini ears.
I bet you can.
They got a merch table, guys. You're gonna wanna leave with some fun souvenirs. All right, make sure once again, you're coming to the BMO Center throughout the weekend, getting those tickets either ahead of time or at the box office, and have a very magical weekend.
Yeah, magical weekend.
Disney Magic Weekend. Guys, we're not done yet, actually. I lied because I think I want to try to lift the globe. Should I? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, pass it over. Pass it over. Oh gosh, no. Oh no. Guys, I can't do it. It is the heaviest thing in the world, okay? You gotta spin for us one more time, because I clearly can't lift it. Oh my gosh. Guys, look at that. Once again, this is the magic of Disney on Ice. You would think I'd be able to lift it. I'm a strong lady. Sure enough though, I'm not that strong. So go and check out this show. I mean, one more time. I mean, I'm sure I can do it. Oh no, I can't do it, guys, okay? Go and see the show so you can actually see the great performers who can do it and the magic of Encanto and Frozen, and see even more Disney magic happening here right at Disney on Ice.
All right, now coming up next, a new science fiction horror movie arrives in theaters this weekend, directed by and starring a popular gaming YouTuber.
Discover how different types of winter weather can impact your travel and daily life. Shelter from the storm wherever you stream WIFR.
Make your voice heard. Answer the question of the day during the blend on WIFR and at WIFR.com/vote. Sponsored by Sunco Pools and Spas.
First Alert Weather Plus, the state line's only 24/7 weather channel. On air at 19.3 WSLN, the First Alert Weather app, or wherever you stream WIFR. Sponsored by Total Exteriors.
Everyone is at risk from extreme cold dangers. These groups are more vulnerable than most. Age and certain conditions make the body less able to regulate temperature.
Be weather-wise with WIFR.
Breaking right now, first responders stop.
Stay connected to the team you trust. Get breaking news and watch our newscast here on the WIFR News app. Your news, your way.
Download today and stay connected to WIFR.
All right, welcome back to the Blend Extra. Popular YouTube streamer Markiplier is releasing a movie this weekend, and I was just speaking with our meteorologist DJ Baker, who is going to see it at 1 p.m. today. Now, Rick Damagello reports on what this movie's about.
I see that question in your eyes.
Iron Lung is about a convict welded in a submarine dropped into an ocean of blood after the universe has ended.
Iron Lung is an adaptation of the indie video game of the same name. The film was made, financed, and distributed by YouTube personality Markiplier.
Basically, I wanted to make a feature. I knew that I wanted to do that. I had made a few YouTube originals, and they were really a lot of fun. Like, I've been doing YouTube for a long time and doing various things on YouTube. But I knew that to take the next step in my artistic journey, there had to be something that felt more official than a YouTube-related project.
You did test this thing, right?
This is the test.
The story involving a submarine descending into an ocean of blood meant the filmmaker needed to get creative, using a NACMO motion base for the sub's set.
And as soon as I heard about it, I was like, that's instantly what I would like. And I know it's expensive, but to have that through the whole production means that we can have the flexibility to do all of these realistic in that I am really getting thrown around in there moves. You know, we get to feel the ocean.
All we have are surface scans. That's why you're there.
Caroline Kaplan co-stars in the film.
Because she and Mark's character are isolated from one another, the experience of being in the same building but not being able to see him helped me act it. Because I was trying to reach him in the same way she would be.
There aren't enough of us left to be throwing lives away, but there is too much at stake not to take calculated risks.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
I wish you guys could see how intently meteorologist DJ Baker was just watching that preview. But we'll hear, obviously, DJ, hopefully you can tell us more about it. But that wraps